Hi, welcome to Liftoff. I'm your host, Grant Ramos.
I'm Bash, the Lyft driver.
And once again, we have just lifted off. This is episode 2 that we're working on. We're still working out the kinks of it, so the audio may work. We're going straight. I'm going to show you. Eventually, if people actually start listening to this podcast, they're going to know where I live, and that's going to freak me out. Because every single time, I've done it 3 times now. First time I accidentally got erased. Like, I'm giving vivid directions. I'm like, I may need to bleep this out. Bash, I got to ask you, the tattoo on your arm, what do you got? What is it?
I'm from Chicago. I moved here about a year ago.
Chi-town.
Exactly. So it's the Chicago flag, and then except for the 4 stars, it's 4 symbols for my experiences there.
Which is an apple. I'm seeing an apple,
lips, a horse head, and a dollar sign. So the apple is for the kids that I was teaching when I was down there.
Oh, right on.
The lips was for the girl that I loved when I was down there.
Right on.
The horse head is from...
I don't like the prefix or the suffix on that one, but... Anyway.
Yeah, it's still important, you know. The horse head, my dad and I went to a bar, Steelers bar, every Sunday to watch the Steelers play. And that was called the Dark Horse, so I got that for that.
Right on.
And then the dollar sign, a friend of mine who actually passed away in Chicago, me and him used to play the lottery every day after school. Just kind of a silly little memory.
Kind of rock out,
just kind of my memories of Chicago.
All mine are like dumb. Take off here. All mine are dumb. I have like Godzilla, a Simpsons tattoo, and the words "Your mom" on my ass.
What kind of Simpsons tattoo?
It's from the first episode. You know where Bart gets the tattoo and he's gonna get Mother, but he only got Moth because she pulled him out of the chair. So that actually aired on the day of my birth. And so it was the first one I saw.
That's awesome.
And I saw it with my mom. Like, Mom, I'm gonna get that tattoo, and she's like, please don't. Please don't do that.
For it, yeah.
And so I'm like, Mom, I'm finally gonna get that Mother tattoo. She goes, don't. It's dumb. I'm like, of course it's dumb. She goes, you know what? Fine, get it if you get Moth, because I'm not agreeing to the entire thing. So I got Moth.
Great.
Wait, Pittsburgh, if you're from Chicago, why are you rooting for Steelers?
So I'm actually I'm most recently from Chicago.
Dude,
but
take your time with this. Your car is much more important than mine. I am in no rush.
This turn is the worst. So I was born in LA, but when I was like a baby, I moved to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So I've been, and then I moved to Chicago eventually, so I've been there for about 5 years.
What do you consider yourself? Are you a Los Angelian? Are you a Pittsburghian, I guess how you would call it?
I guess you would say I'm a Pittsburghian at heart.
Yeah.
A little bit of Chicago in me, and now I guess I'm a Los Angelino. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Los Angelino? Did I fuck that up?
I don't really know exactly what you would call it. You can call it whatever you want.
Are you a wrestling fan at all?
Am I a wrestling, like WWE?
Yeah.
Not particularly. I used to watch it for sure as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a fan.
Okay.
And Chicago, you guys have the Second City Saints. You have like one of the greatest wrestlers that's ever wrestled, CM Punk, who is all about Chicago pride.
Right on.
His trunks are like, now I know where like his trunks come from. It's like it's an alteration of the Chicago flag.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh, that's my son. Ladies and gentlemen, my sunglasses are broken, which is pertinent to the podcast. We're gonna go straight for a while, and I'll tell you where to hang. All right.
Right on.
So wait, when did you move back to LA?
So I just moved back to LA about a year ago.
And how long have you been lifting?
I've been lifting for about 3 months, 2 or 3 months.
How do you like it?
So I love it. Yeah, it's great.
Do you have any just like war stories where you're just like, oh fuck my life, why is no bad passengers?
Nothing really bad, like over the top bad. I mean, occasionally it's a little like frustrating people here and there, but
not even that drunk guy who's just like, oh wait, we gotta stop here because I gotta get cigarettes and no.
I don't mind that. Whatever. It's what I'm signing up for. So
I dig that, man. I really do. That's pretty fly. I mean, like I said, I give everybody 5 stars. Do you give everybody 5 stars? Is that because that's usually?
Oh, when you got in, I thought you said you give everybody 4 stars.
No, 5 stars.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, man, all right.
Oh, what a fucking dickhead! And he's asking me.
I guess I'll do your podcast.
No, dude, everybody gets 5 stars.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah,
that's the second time that's happened this week. I said it's never happened before.
That's so funny.
That would be the dickest move in the world.
And then you just went right into it. You were like, "Yeah, do you mind if I do a podcast?" I was like, "Well, then."
I suppose you should have just made up. Should be like, what's your name? Eric.
Yeah.
And you know what I do for a living? Kill Lyft passengers. Which is weird because I was trying to hide it. I just wanted to point out that I'm not a psycho killer. I just
yeah.
I'm working. I just got a styrofoam mask in a bag.
Okay.
Or not a mask, a head. Making a mask for Halloween. Just wanted to preface that I'm not. I'm not going to go home. Put on Goodbye Horses and tuck it back or anything. What did you other than Lyft?
I manage a menswear store down in Venice.
Oh, right up.
Do you live down on Abbot-Kinney? No, I live in Culver City, so kind of, yeah.
So you got half and half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I do most of my lifting over in Hollywood in that area because it's just better.
I mean, you're gonna have Venice. Venice. That's kind of a trip.
Venice is good too. Yeah.
It's a good 30 minutes. Yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me. Once you get out of Hollywood, like I am geographically impaired.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
yeah. It's. I mean, it's as far west as you can go, so it's not too bad.
I've been to Venice Beach. I'm a fan. It was a little dirty, but I liked it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a little dirty.
And that's bad for me because if I go to the beach, I don't wear flip flops. I can't do sandals, so I go barefoot. Exactly. And so I wind up looking like a homeless person by the end of the day. Like they're
then you'll fit right in Venice. Yeah.
Not this light, not the next one, but the one after that. Third, we're gonna hang a right. Okay.
Sounds good.
Do you have any other tattoos?
Yeah, I have this one up here.
What's it say?
There is no quality in this world that is not what it is merely by contrast. It's a little bit of a confusing one there.
I don't know if I'm dumb or if that's just really smart.
It's
combination.
It's a quote from Moby-Dick, actually.
Okay.
Not my favorite book, but I really like the quote. It stuck out to me.
I'm sorry. I have read Moby-Dick. I read because everybody has to read the abridged version in high school. I went out of my way to read the entire thing, and I got to tell you, fuck that book.
Really?
I gotta say, I mean,
I think overall it's a great book. But there's so many chapters that are just so unnecessarily tedious.
Yes.
And so, So
it's like
not my favorite book, but there's a lot of really, really great.
There's a lot of great quotes.
Yeah, exactly. So,
obviously call me Ishmael, and damn, I was actually reading one today because we were sending out emails of just random jargon to see if it would fly on YouTube. But no, a lot of great quotes from it.
Yeah.
So I dig that, I really do, and the metaphor behind it's fantastic. But apart from that, it's just like, do you read the game?
The book is a little tedious.
Yeah. Did you read the Game of Thrones books at all?
I haven't read them. I've seen the entire series, and I know I really want to go back and read them, but I just don't have the time.
Here's the thing: when it starts saying they sat down to any meal, skip like 3 pages.
Yeah.
Talking about tedious, George R.R. Martin describes in detail every single piece of food that they're eating.
Really?
I've literally flipped 3 pages of him just describing like pickled herring with a side of brown ale, and it's a little diagonal gimmick.
Okay.
Right, and it's just like when you said tedious, that's the exact word I used to describe it.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep going straight to the right, or to the left, straight, and hang a right at the next light.
Cool.
I dig that though. How long did you live in Chicago again?
I lived there for about 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
I went there about halfway through high school and then popped over. I graduated high school there, went to a little bit of college over at DePaul, and then took some time off, and now I'm here.
So you also, like myself, were just like, fuck this school nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? Student debt. So I'm cool. I'm alright.
Kind of the main reason I'm not in school right now.
Yeah, and you're managing and lifting. I don't know if you passengers know this, and I'm not a Lyft driver myself, but from what I hear, you guys fucking bank if you drive like all day.
Yeah, if I drive all day, but this is obviously my second job, so
I got picked up one time from this girl's house in the morning. And the guy, I'm talking, this was before the podcast, unfortunately. I would have loved to fucking hear his stories. He's like, yeah, man, I've been driving for 11 hours. And I'm just like, let's go very slow, please. I don't trust your reflexes.
That's funny. Yeah, I've had a 12-hour straight
Have you really?
session before. Yeah.
How?
It's the grind.
Do you just like do you just be like, pause, I need a Red Bull, or?
I do a lot of caffeine.
I can't do that, dude. I'll get shaky.
Really?
Oh, I just discovered caffeine pills, and those are fucking-tastic.
Really?
I do one in the morning, and I'm good for the day, because caffeine and I don't mix well. If I have like a cup of black coffee, I'm shaking like Michael J. Fox, dude. I'm the worst with caffeine.
Damn. Yeah, no, I haven't done the caffeine pills yet, but do the little 5-hour energies. Those are like
you can still make those? Really?
They got a lot better. They used to be disgusting. I remember when they first came out, I could not finish a whole one, and they're small.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even finish it and take it like a shot. Now they're not too bad. They're definitely doable. I wouldn't drink it for fun.
There is a dip, so be very careful right here.
Right.
Like, it's deep. This is like LA River deep. Let me ask you this. Are you a drinker?
Yeah. When I'm not lifting.
Well, hopefully. Look right at the light. Have you drank the 5 Hour Energy shot and then drank?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. They must have redone the formula because then that first came out. That was my saving grace. Like after school, I'd be like, I want to go out and party, but I'm exhausted. So I've drank 2, and the first time I drank it, I couldn't drink. I couldn't drink a beer, and I could drink a beer, and I couldn't drink.
I couldn't go down, or what?
It wouldn't go down. Like I'd be like, nope.
Really?
And and don't get me wrong, I like the taste of beer too. It wasn't even a taste thing. It was like an immediate gag reflex thing before I'm tempted.
You got to try it again. If it still tastes,
I don't want to try it again because I like drinking too much.
Yeah. Well, I drink plenty when I.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm going out tonight.
Sometimes if I'm if I'm lifting pretty late, and then my friend finally convinces me, dude, just call it a night lifting. Like, just come out, and I'm a little too tired. I'll just grab a 5 Hour Energy if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And just be ready for another couple.
Have you called a Lyft?
Have I? Yeah, I was using Lyft way too much. As my designated driver. And then so I was like, I should probably make some money off of it if I'm using it so much.
Is there a mutual bond there? Are you like, hey man, thanks for the pickup. By the way, I'm a Lyft driver myself. Because like, when I say the 5 stars thing, like, everyone's just like, oh, here's some candy and water. I'm like, oh, you don't gotta butter me up. You're good. Is there, like, that kind of, like, kinship where you're just like, we know the rules, we don't gotta, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like I'm guaranteed a 5 star. Because you know how important it is. Those 5 stars are important.
I got in the Lyft last night, and I saw that my rating was 4.9. I got so upset.
Really?
Like, not even, like, mad, but, like, I'm like, who gave me 4 stars? What did I do?
I think I'm still at a 5.0, but when they email you, they tell you like a more in-depth version. So it's 4.97 or a 4.96, I think. So that means like out of the 300 rides I've given, I think 3 or 4 of them have given me 4 stars instead of 5.
I want to figure out, because I've been trying to get a hold of Lyft to just be like, hey, I want to do this podcast because your drivers are interesting. Sponsor me, let me have free rides. It's impossible to get a hold of corporate, but I want to see those numbers for me.
Yeah.
I want to see, because then again, you know what it was? It was probably that one person that misheard me say you're going to get 4 stars regardless.
Yeah, like, you know what?
They're like, you know what? Fuck you too, buddy.
That's so funny.
God. That's nuts. I mean, and for those listening at home, and I will probably repeat this over and over and over, like, it's like 4.8 and you're on probation, right? That orange building right there on the left side of the street?
Yeah.
Right after the yellow sign? That's my house.
Cool.
Actually, we'll cut it off and we'll explain that on a different Lyft. But his name's Sebastian. I dig the name Bash. I think you lucked out when it came to fucking nicknames there. And be careful with it. Just take your time on this hill. It's a monster.
Yeah, people just pop up.
Yeah, 3 things I've put you in jeopardy for today. 1 a dip, 1 a curve, and 1 a hill. And if anybody honks, I'll flip them off. Don't worry. I'm not a rude person, but I'll be that guy.
You need to in this LA traffic.
But we'll cut it off here, dude. I've been your host, Grant.
I'm Bash Lopez.
He's my Lyft driver, and thank you for the ride.